Hi there. To celebrate the start of Pride Month, it's our biggest episode ever. Strap in. Later, Tom Daley speaks out on queer rights and why Shakira's cancelled on WorldPride. First though, a prominent LGBTQ+ and pro-democracy activist has been freed from prison in Hong Kong after more than 4 years. Jimmy Sham was among 47 people convicted of conspiracy to commit subversion by holding an unofficial primary election to select candidates. The trial was labelled politically motivated by human rights groups and some Western governments. Jimmy tells Reuters he may be out now, but for how long?
Maybe tomorrow you still can see me. I'm free. Maybe tomorrow I will go back to the jail. I don't know.
While he was in jail, Jimmy won a partial legal victory in his fight for same-sex marriage rights in Hong Kong, a court ordering the city to find a way to recognise gay unions. New gender laws are taking effect in Western Australia. They'll make it much easier for trans and gender-diverse people to amend official documents needed for the likes of employment, education and housing, and there's official recognition of non-binary people for the first time. Plans for draconian anti-LGBTQ+ legislation in Ghana are ready for a first reading in Parliament. Just identifying as queer would get you 3 years in prison, with 5 years for same-sex intimacy. Oh, and if you advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, that's a decade in jail you'd be looking at. Anti-transgender bigots really do want it both ways, don't they? A transgender man's been abused and thrown out of a bar in America for using the women's bathroom. Lucas Strobel had to go to the ladies at Sand Dollar Social Club in South Carolina because there were only urinals in the men's, and that's no good for him. Despite the 25-year-old having a female gender marker, police were called, and according to his claims, they weren't exactly allies.
I'm not resisting at all. I am literally just standing there. I have my phone in my hand. I'm like shaking. As the guy pushed me on the curb, he was calling me girly girl, little girl, girly girl, 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 girl. Finally, the guy gets my wallet, brings it to me, and says, "Here you go, sir." I mean, ma'am.
For Harry Potter's wicked grandma, that's like Christmas and birthdays rolled into one. Luca's now crowdfunding to get the hell out of South Carolina. He's nearly reached his $15,000 target to relocate to California. There's a link in our show notes. At least 70 members of the European Parliament say they'll be at Budapest Pride, despite Hungary's ban on queer events. Organisers are defiant, promising the biggest Pride march the country's ever seen. The lawmakers are part of an informal group that wants to protect and advance LGBTQ+ rights. Next, making breast cancer care more accessible to transgender and non-binary people. They narrate and lead a video from Northern Ireland charity The Rainbow Project, showing exactly what happens during a screening appointment. A link's in our show notes. It's hoped this will demystify the whole thing for people who can often feel left out of traditional health messaging. A £120,000 fine for a UK football club over homophobic chanting by fans who are clearly in the closet. Otherwise, why would you? The self-loathing is real. Happened as West Ham United hosted Chelsea last February in London. The Football Association's warned West Ham about its future conduct. The team says it strongly condemns the chants. Olympic diver Tom Daley's been speaking out on how things really feel like they're going backwards for queer people.
It is scary in some parts of the world how the rights of LGBT people are kind of being reversed or dangerously threatened. And I think it's where minorities have to come together for the greater good, because once one group has been targeted, it will move on to the next and the next and the next.
The 31-year-old also telling Sky News he wonders where kindness and compassion have gone. Reckons being visible is a great form of activism, though. AFLW, the Australian Football League for women, is going to double the number of Pride rounds. There'll be 2 weeks bigging up LGBTQ+ inclusivity, and it means every team can play in their Pride strip at a home game. And Shakira's had to cancel her WorldPride concert in Washington, D.C. The singer was due to perform on Saturday just gone, but there have been issues with her equipment. I know the feeling. she'd been teasing performances with will.i.am and Wyclef Jean in the run-up to the gig. Nearly done. That was a long one. Get in touch on our socials. We're at Pride Daily Pod. I'm Kev McGrath. Happy Pride Month. See you tomorrow.